So officially, good morning and welcome to my first work day in the life in the beautiful travel trailer. I'm really excited to start making this a little series on here, just showing you guys kind of how I get my work done. I'm a freelancer and a blogger, so how I work remotely while living in a travel trailer. So I'm just gonna take you guys through the day and kind of show you my strategies for, when I get up in the morning, how I stay productive, how I stay on track while living in this. So this morning I got up at around 6 a.m., made some coffee. Typically what I do in the morning is I read a little bit of a personal development book. It's like my 2021 goal is to implement that into my morning routine almost every day in the week. So far it's going well. And then depending on the day, I either work on my freelance stuff or my own personal brand. Yesterday was a big freelance day, so this morning I had a lot of time to film some new content. I actually just filmed a tour of the travel trailer and had a really fun time doing it. I'm gonna do an official gigantic fancy tour on YouTube very soon, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's kind of what I got up to this morning. Did a lot of engagement on social and just some other planning. And now I'm going on my daily walk. It's a little chillier than I thought, so I went back inside and got a jacket. But yeah, typically I try and go on a 45-minute-ish walk. And I'm at a new campsite right now. It is in Concord, North Carolina, I believe, at a racetrack. I'm actually really loving it so far. It's huge and it's right on a racetrack. It also has a Camping World store over there, which is great because we need a bunch of stuff. A few things broke in the snowstorm that happened a few days ago, so that was interesting. I think we're gonna stay here for 2 nights. So yeah, I'm gonna go on a little walk right now, come back, do an at-home workout, and then continue to knock out some work. So it's about 1 p.m. now. I've worked out, I've showered, made lunch, feeling very productive. And now I'm gonna spend the afternoon working on my freelance stuff, which this is kind of how I typically break up my day. I like to engage on social media and create content in the morning. And then in the afternoon, I go through my freelance stuff and make sure everything's up to date. If I need to schedule stuff, I'll do that. Obviously every day is different. If I need to do something in the morning for a client, I'll do that. But yeah, that's just kind of what I prefer. And since I've had a whole day in the trailer, which I have not had like a full day to just sit and work in like a week, so this has been very nice, and I'm liking having the flexibility to kind of structure my day like this. So excited for more days like this in the future. So now you see what I do to make money on the road, primarily through freelance and blogging, but I also help Dylan with his business, which is actually super cool and kind of the reason why we're on the road. So I'll let him take it away and explain what he does.
Yeah, so basically my company, 8 Point Solutions, we're a drone company, and we pretty much just shoot properties, commercial real estate properties, industrial properties, all over the US. I fly the drone. We do stuff similar to Google Maps where we're just scanning the entire property. And then the second portion of it, which is what Crosby helps me out with.
I go around with a 360 GoPro camera around the entire perimeter of the property to get like a 360 street view of the entire property, and then I go back around and I take photos of the utilities, so the gas meters and the electric and the transformers and the dumpsters and all of that. Very glamorous work, but honestly it's a good way for both of us to kind of tag team and cut the time down that we're at each property. So while he's doing all of the drone flying around the entire property, I'm going around and taking photos. So it's a good team effort.
It is.
Nice.
So when did you start your company?
As of filming this, about 1 year and 8 months ago, and it's expanded so fast to the point where now I'm able to get what we have behind me.
Yeah, so that's a big reason why we have the travel trailer, is partly to travel because that's fun, but mostly to make sure that he's able to get to all the different properties around the US and shoot as many as he can in the beginning stages, as well as train some pilots along the way. So you contract pilots all around the US and he trains some of them if we're in a city where they're at. If he has a client in a city, he'll be able to meet with them. So it's really a good way for him to kind of set the foundation in the beginning stages of his business.
So it is currently 14 degrees out right now. It had just kind of started snowing. I don't know if you can really tell. I woke up at about 4:15 this morning. So I went to the furthest property, which is about 2.5 hours drive this morning. It is now like 7:15-ish. Woo! For a Florida boy, I am suffering right now. But these are just some of the sacrifices you have to kind of make when you're starting out your business. You know, it's not all glory. You know, it's not all fun and glory and raking in the cash. It's a lot of the hard work and effort that you got to put in to get to that point. And this is one of the points I'm gonna hopefully reflect back on. But at the end of the day, it's the work that you put in for what you're gonna get out of it. And this is one of those instances. I mean, you can see my phone shaking a lot. The site's gonna take me about 45 minutes or so to do, and then I gotta drive 2.5 hours, do 2 more properties, and I'm done for the day.
And so when we're on the road, you know, I freelance and stuff, but I technically am also a contractor for 8 Point, and I help him at the properties that we're able to go to in all these cities. So we just traveled through the Northeast, bouncing around to a bunch of different properties in Nashville, Virginia Beach, Charlotte, a ton in North Carolina, a ton in Atlanta.
But we're super excited. A lot of my business is starting to expand out west, which goes directly with what we wanted to do later this year, to go out west.
Yeah, I was already planning on going to Arizona and California, and I was, you know, talking to Dylan about it, and he was like, oh, that's cool, like I can go out there and maybe do some properties for a few weeks. And he's like, why don't I just go out there full time? And we were like, kind of works. Yeah. So I guess we can do a full video of kind of how this came to be, but that's pretty much a summary of it. It just really worked for both of our businesses. And yeah, so we're heading out there in about a month or so, and we're gonna just be traveling but shooting properties all across the West, a ton in Arizona, and then all up through California. Maybe more, who knows? But yeah, that's kind of the plan, and that's how Dylan makes money on the road. You know, the beginning part of this video was how I make money on the road. Yeah.
If you want to check out some of the stuff that we've done,
yeah,
we'll put a link to my website.
Yeah, everything will be in the description.
So, but yeah, it's fun, and it works out really well for both of us. And lucky me, videography and such is a hobby for me, so yeah, it helps out Crosby a lot.
And I'm learning a lot too. Yeah, I've always loved to make videos and edit and everything, so it's fun to have someone else that is really good at it so I can learn. But overall, I just think it's super cool that we're both kind of in the beginning stages of our career. You know, I want to start like a bigger portion of my business, and I'll talk about eventually, and you know, Dylan's still in the beginning stages of his business. It's really starting to grow, so it's super cool that we're starting this to kind of share our entrepreneurial journeys on the road. And yeah, I'll keep making a bit more videos like this. If you have more questions, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I guess we can end this here.
Yeah, we can.
All right, bye.